These are the sights of America's pastime. In Ireland, things look and sound a bit different when their pastime is played. This is hurling. And thanks to the Barley House Wolves out of Concord, New Hampshire, you don't have to travel to Ireland to watch a match.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Wolves!
Ancient sport, and it's a warrior sport, so it's meant for players who are coming out and supporting their club, and you know, in Ireland it's all about your county, so here it's all about your club.
The team was first formed in 2006 by a group of New Hampshire Army National Guard combat veterans.
In 2005-2006, Mountain Company out of Milford deployed, and when they got back, on their way back they stopped in Shannon, Ireland, and in the pub at the airport they were playing a weird sport in the TVs. And the guys were there, they said, hey, what's that up on the TV? And they said, that's our national sport, it's hurling.
The goal was to use the new sport as a way to heal and stick together after returning from war.
That was a rough deployment for a lot of those guys. They saw a lot of stuff where they were, and I think that was a way to keep everybody in the loop together and making sure they were talking outside of the Army without the Army side of it being involved.
Jason Burpee is also a member of the National Guard. He joined shortly after the team was formed.
I struggled a bit at first. Our national pastime of this country, I do not play very well. So the hand coordination with the stick was a little bit rough for me at first. Plus the grip is backwards. There's a lot of little rules.
The learning curve on the sport of hurling is a steep one, both as player and as spectator.
It's a combination of field hockey and lacrosse, but like I said, it's older than any of those games, so they really kind of crib, you know, different rules and different feelings off of that sort of mentality.
First, the basics. 2 teams, a field larger than a football or soccer field, 2 35-minute halves, no stopping, 1 goal to win. Well, actually, there are 2 goals physically. I told you it was complicated.
Scoring in hurling is very simple. You have to put the slitter either between the goalpost or the uprights for 1 point, or into the goal past the goalie for 3 points.
The slitter?
It's very similar to a baseball. It's it's wrapped in leather. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller in diameter than a baseball. It's got raised leather seams instead of stitch seams, but other than that, it's real similar.
Okay, and you hit the slitter with the hurler.
You can toss the ball out of the air and swing, and hit it. You can hand pass it by hitting it with your hand. You can't throw it. To pick up the ball, you either gotta roll lift it with your stick, you jab lift it, but you can't touch the ball or lift up the ball on the ground. That's a foul.
Right. So back to that learning curve.
It's substantial. I never really played stick sports, didn't play lacrosse, didn't play hockey or baseball. Played tennis, so there was a little bit of hand-eye coordination that helped, but it's like a 2-year learning curve, I'd say. 2 seasons, and then the 3rd one is much easier.
A lot of the guys on the team have fallen for the culture of the sport. The game dates back more than 3,000 years.
I went to Europe for a few months, and I caught a couple games while I was in Ireland, and it was a blast, not only to see it played by professionals, but also to see the culture that goes along with it, just the fan bases. It's incredible.
In America, you obviously came over with Irish immigrants, but there's a strong link between the GAA, which is the Gaelic Athletic Association in Ireland, and the GAA in the United States.
The Wolves play teams from Portland, Maine, Providence, Rhode Island, Hartford, Connecticut, and Worcester, Mass.
Guys, we got a big game this weekend. Biggest game of the year so far. A win on Sunday will be huge for the standings and put us in great position for the playoffs and the regional final.
I wouldn't quite say it's a gentleman's game, because when the ref's looking the other way, it can get a little scrappy at times, just to kind of antagonize the other team. But it's all in good fun, usually.
qualities does it take to be a good hurler?
The game is more about heart and intensity than it is about pure athleticism.
Keeping your head in a game, there's so much going on, and then you have to focus on picking the ball off the ground and getting it to your hand without getting clocked by the guy coming at you, and then being able to make a pass. After 2 years, the game starts to slow down, and you can kind of think on your feet a bit better.
We're not exclusive. Anyone can come out and have a good time with us. And we have guys this year that are brand new, that just started, that haven't really seen as much game time, but have definitely come out for practices and have been a lot more successful in that regard. But I would say that the only aptitude required for a player that wants to come out and do this is just a will to try it.
Hit after hit. What keeps these players coming back year after year?
There aren't very many sports that you can play competitively at a national level once you get out of, the college level or past high school or stuff like that, where you can play sports as an adult that means something at a national level.
Something to do, reason to stay fit and be active, and just, the camaraderie of it all is pretty nice.
Winning's my favorite part of all of it. No, I would say that the camaraderie between the players is really what I'm out here for. Some of the physicality, some of the hitting is nice. You get a little bit of danger involved, but more than anything, it's just about building the friendship and building the team building.